name is Jody Todd, and I do marketing and communication for Franklin First United Methodist Church. So I grew up in a little small town in southeast Kansas. We were deep into the country. For a lot of the years that I lived there, we were just called Rural Route 1. We didn't even have house numbers. And so the little country church I grew up in, which is still standing, is called United Chapel. And we have hard wooden pews. There's a wooden floor that has been there probably since the very first day the church was built. And when I was growing up there, we did not have indoor plumbing. And so we were a country church in every sense of the word of country church. But that is where the beginnings of my faith started. People have their salvation experience and they have that kind of moment. I tell people, when I'm sharing that story is I bought fire insurance because we talked a lot about hell and the devil and different things like that. And what I knew was I didn't want to go to hell, but I didn't exactly know everything else that there was. I slowly learned about the grace of God and the love that God gives. But completely when I was growing up, it was very much a church that was about the business of Christianity. So I can't say from an early age that I felt any call of God on my life. I knew about God, I knew salvation, and I think I was trying to check off the box as best I could. When we moved down here, I had 2 teenage daughters and I had a 5-year-old getting ready to start kindergarten. So I actually spent the first 2 years that we lived in Tennessee being a stay-at-home mom that helped with transition with my kiddos. I was a runner back then. And so I ran around the town and I would run by this church and I would see a van that was parked in the parking lot that said 415 Youth Ministry. And every time I would run by and I would see that van, I would pray for that church. It's like, God, whatever's going on today in that church, I just pray for these people because I saw the van in the parking lot. By trade, I'm a graphic designer. And so during this whole time, I was doing projects, graphic design, doing a lot of freelance work. I remember this one time there was an ad on Craigslist, and it was for a communications person at a church. And I thought, well, I spent 16 years, doing ministry, doing communications, doing all that stuff. So I thought, why not? And so I put my resume in, and it was the church with the van that I would pray for when I ran down the street. And I thought, okay, we grew up looking for where God was working. And I thought, oh, well, why am I surprised that the ad that I answered is for the church with the van in the parking lot that literally I've been praying for 2 years. This must be where God wants me. Careful where you park your van. Okay. Jody's going to be praying for you.